Hi folks, Brandy here with Making Your Own Formulas, but today we're not necessarily making a formula. We're going to be going over how I make my own capsules. So we've got here what is called the capsule machine, and it comes in several pieces here. You have the base that it sits on, and that's turmeric stain. It's not dirty, it's just turmeric. Then you have the bottom is what I call it. You have it that holds the larger part of your capsule. You have the top, and when we get finished it will go something like this, and it holds the top part of your capsule. You have the tamper, so you can pack your herb down in there so you can get the most out of your capsule. And then you have your card that smooths everything out and make sure it's all good and tidy as you can get it. So today I'll be doing turmeric. I always combine my turmeric with a little bit of black pepper to enhance the effectiveness. And here are my capsules. These are single O, or a little more professional is single aught capsules. So I buy them in large packages because we use a lot of capsules. And it comes like this. You can see that, and then it pops apart, and you have a long side and you have a short side. You can see that there. So your long side goes to the bottom of your machine here, and I just dropped it. So the long side goes to the bottom of your little machine thing here, and the top goes in here. I like to, some people take them all apart and fill the bottom or the top all together, and I get confused which hole I did, and honestly you have to look really close to tell which one you did. So I just go in order, how you want to set up your order to do that. So this machine, when you get really fast at it, is supposed to do 24 capsules in about 2 minutes. So with a relatively short amount of time, you can pack a fair amount of capsules with it. Our family has went to doing only our own homemade capsules for as much as we can, simply because you can save 50 to 75% on your herbal capsules. These little gadgets are relatively cheap, and I've had this one for a little while and it's not gave me any issues. So they retail somewhere around $16 to $18, so it's not a bad investment. These are gelatin capsules, so they do have animal products in them. I believe these are made with beef. Yes, beef gelatins with package this. They do sell vegetarian capsules. If you prefer to use one, by all means go ahead. There are problems with some of those. They can be a little more brittle and break when you go to put the capsules together. They have a little bit higher failure rate as far as them not wanting to snap together. So I go with gelatin. And gelatin in itself has its own benefits. So a little trace here and there is good for you. So I have all of my capsules in the bottom and the top, and of course, like I said, you can't really see them. If in person, you can sometimes hold them at the light and you can see a glare on them there. And the bottom of it is setting on the base. That is to keep you from accidentally pushing down and pushing your capsules out the top. I don't want to do it because they will eject. But anyway, if you push down on this at the bottom, they'll pop out the top, and then you've undid some of your work. So anyway, just keep it on there as you're working so you don't have that accident. Okay, so I have all my capsules in here. Some people measure it, a tablespoon or two. It's different with every herb for me. Some herbs are fluffy, some herbs are not so fluffy. This one's not too bad. So I have my turmeric mixed up with my black pepper here, and I just take it and tamp it all around so that it falls down into each capsule really good. A lot of people have tried to fill this one also. You don't want to fill this one because your capsule won't go together and they will have some issues there. It's designed just to fill the bottom, and you get a pretty good dose like this. So then I take my tamper here. Wonderful little gadget. To me, that's the best part of the whole thing. So then I just tamp it down. And see, this is where your base part comes in handy, because if this is sitting on your plate or your countertop, whatever how you're doing it, then you go to press down on it, you could push the bottom and you can pop all your capsules out. So press it down a little bit, and then just keep that left holes now. So then I take the rest of the herb here, there, and pack it down in. And once again, I'm doing this a little slower for you guys' sake so you can see how this is done. Tamp it down again. Depending on the herb, usually 2 or 3 times is plenty to tamp it down, because you don't want to crack them or whatever. You just gently but firmly push down. And I think that's good. So I have some extra left in there. So I just take my little card here that they sent with it. If you lose your card or whatever, business cards, credit cards, just make sure it's your old one, works as well. So I just set it back in my little jar there. And it doesn't have to be spotless, you just want most of your herb out of the way. So now then, you take your top part and put it over your bottom part. There's no right or wrong way, it only, it just goes on there. And now is the time you want to remove your little stand or base or whatever you want to call it. And gently, firmly, and as much all across as you can get, push down on it. You kind of jiggle it back and forth, as you can see I did. And do that. And then I sometimes take it and press like that to get it to go good. And I have my bowl here to put them in. And there's your filled capsules. And you press down on this top part here. And out comes your semi-professional looking, I think they do look professional, I always like the looks of them, but your professional looking capsules. And yes, turmeric does stain. If you don't want to stain your hands, wear gloves, but it doesn't bother me, so that's that. So I've got a ton of turmeric capsules to do today. I'm also going to be doing some fenugreek and cinnamon for our family. So I hope this has helped you out and that you can maybe save yourself some money. And it's always fun to do your own remedies. So thanks for watching.